I know you've always wanted to know how to make the best caramelized onions. Today, you're going to learn how. Caramelized onions are one of those magic condiment ingredients. You can add it to anything to spice up and make it fancier. Grilled cheese on steak, hamburgers. And the truth is, they're really simple, especially the way I make them. Let's get started. I've got a pan heated here, and I'm going to heat 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. When the butter is melted, I'm going to add 3 sliced red onions. So these are thinly sliced. Get this butter going. And we're going to cook the onions in the butter for 5 minutes on a high heat. I like to use red onions because they're sweeter, and I like to put them on burgers. And the combination of the sweet red onion with a savory cheese and the salty burger is just a really nice combination. You get that sweet and salty combination. So once these soften, we're going to turn down the heat and let them cook at a medium-low temperature for 30 minutes. Like I said, it's all about the patience. And what you'll get is that really tender, delicious, sweet onion. So here we go. We see them starting to soften. They're really just one of those things that's so great to have around and so easy to make. You'll really impress people if you serve what you're making with caramelized onions. And they're sort of a mystery thing. They seem so fancy, but they're not. They're just basic ingredient here. I think I also like red onions because they're purple and they're so colorful, and I just think the more color you have on your plate, like the happier it is to look at. It's just so pretty. I'm going to add some balsamic to these. Caramelized onions don't always have to have balsamic, but when you serve it on a burger, for example, you're going to want that sweet sort of tanginess of the vinegar to complement the savory, creamy cheese. So I like to add it when I'm making them. Just a little bit. These are going to be really, really delicious. So now you're going to turn the heat down to medium-low and let these cook for 30 minutes. When you come back, they're going to have that beautiful caramelized onion. They're going to shrink quite a bit. As you can see, the onions are starting to caramelize and look close to what we want. But you don't want to forget to season them. Like I say, you need to add salt to bring out the flavor and everything. You don't want them to be overly salty, but just the right amount of seasoning brings out that delicious onion vinegar flavor. So I salted this. We're going to continue to let it cook and get nice and caramely. It needs about 5-10 more minutes. And we'll taste it at the end, and then we'll check again. If it needs more salt, we'll add more. If it needs more pepper, we'll add more. But I like to do a little bit before it's finished cooking so that we don't forget, because it's harder to distribute the flavor evenly if you wait until the end. These look just about done. See, you're going to want them to be they almost look like spaghetti when they're done. They're droopy and limp. It's beyond soft. You want them to be almost spaghetti-like. Always taste for seasoning. So let's see. These are great. They taste really naturally sweet. We didn't add any sugar. Just a little bit of balsamic, a nice tanginess, and these are looking awesome. I'm so excited to put these on my burgers or my steak later, save it and put it in a salad tomorrow. Eat an omelet tomorrow morning. If we make homemade pizza this week, I'll have a nice topping with some blue cheese and mushrooms. A burger bar or an omelet bar, you can go ahead and put these on a plate and your guests can help themselves to it. Such a nice accoutrement. Oh, they look great. So there are plenty here. Thing is, a couple of onions goes a long way. You can use some of them to go on your burgers and then save the rest for your omelet tomorrow morning. The best caramelized onions.